Alright boys, trade of the day today. Caught this small W, got stopped in profit later on in the morning. Called this out to two of my boys. We were on a Discord call. We were looking at the charts, about like 11 or so. This is probably one of the longest trades I've ever been in. It was like an hour and some change. Dude, low-key crazy, got stopped out, but you know, it's a win is a win, whatever. Anyways, I saw this right here because we did have a 15-minute VC below us, so I was getting ready to move my stop to break even once we hit that internal high, or if we did create a 5-minute civvy right there. But I ended up entering off this 5-minute order block, 5-minute VC right there. Pretty clean, and I would say obvious strong liquidity being these highs up there, but price started moving pretty slowly, and you know, being later on in the morning past 11, things are going to be a little bit less volatile, so wasn't expecting too much off of this, but I was expecting higher prices at least. And then there was me moving my stop just below this 5-minute inverse fair value gap right there, because we did form 5-minute BSC as well, so we could retrace to that, get an SMT at these highs. So yeah, at that point I was like, yeah, I don't really know where we're going, so just ended up moving down there. And then going into earlier this morning, about 3 minutes in the market open, I saw this setup right here off this 2-minute order block and a BSC, but we did get a bearish SMT right there, so no trade for me. And then a bit later I saw this right here, which is actually ended up playing out, but I didn't take it because it wasn't A+. We did have another bearish SMT. Again, indices aren't very correlated. Also within a 5-minute civvy, which you ended up inversing, which a lot of inverse shitters, I took that W, so congrats to y'all. Saw that, but off this order block right here and then that BSC. But again, just not A+. You know, we did have a few things that inverse down here, a few bullish imbalances. We tapped into that one right there, so this looked pretty good, but again, not A+, so I'm not taking it. And then yet again, another setup I was eyeballing right here about 15 minutes after 10 a.m., but we did have an unfilled 15-minute below us right here. Again, yet again, another bearish SMC, and then kind of just chop and just pretty slow price action past 10 a.m. So I wasn't looking to take this either. I didn't really get that retrace anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then yeah, back to the start where I took this W right here, entered around 10:50 and closed it about 11:50, almost 12 or so. So yeah, about an hour-long trade, you know. So W on the days, boys. Also, verses of the day, I'm gonna be doing them weekly so I can remain quality and just post the best content I can possibly, instead of just throwing something out there, just yapping about it. Something that I could actually learn from too myself, and others can actually watch and understand. But yeah, that is that, boys. Also, once I hit 10K a month, you know, whenever that may be, I'm going to be doing trade recaps on YouTube. So yeah, boys, that is all for today. I will see you guys tomorrow.